Today I'm going to show you how to create monograms in Affinity Designer. Let's get started. Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to create monograms in Affinity Designer. If you don't have Affinity Designer, you can download a free trial from the Affinity website so that you can follow along with this tutorial. This trial version will work on a Mac or a Windows computer. I'll put a link in the description below if you need to take a minute to download it. We're also going to use the Monograms font from DaFont, so if you want to download that as well, I'll put a link in the description below. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is type out the initials. So we're going to get our text tool. We're going to type in lowercase letters. I'm going to type A-N-C. And since the middle initial is going to be the biggest letter in the design, you want to type the initials in the first name, last name, and then middle name order. If all the letters were going to be the same size, you'd put the initials in the regular order of first, middle, last. But when you're doing a monogram like this, you want to do the first, last, and then middle name. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this up some. I'm going to come to my character palette and I'm going to type in Monogramos. Choose that font. And you'll see we have our A and our N and our C. Now what we need to do is convert this to outlines. So I'm going to go to Layer, Convert to Outlines. And then while this is selected, I'm going to go back to Layer and Ungroup. So each one is individual. Now what I want to do is change the color of each one of these so it'll make it a little bit easier to see what we're working with. Then we're going to select all of them and we're going to align these. So we're going to come up to the top to the Align tool, click that, and we want to align them to the left, and then we want to align them vertically. Now I'm going to blow this up so we can see them a little easier. And you can see they're lined up pretty good. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy of this. I'm going to hold Option, click, and drag to make a copy because I'm going to show you two different ways you can do this. I'm going to set that over here for a minute. Now, if you have some letters like, say, D, C, and I, let's type that out. D, C, and I. Let's say we're going to make a monogram out of this. We'll do Layer, Convert to Curves. Then we'll do Layer, Ungroup All. And then we'll change the color on these. And sometimes you may have to line these up manually because as you can see, the left side of the D is missing, the right side of the C is missing, and then both sides of the I are missing. So if we select all those, if we do Align, Center, we blow that up some, you can see they're not really lined up very well because they're not all the same exact size. So what you may have to do is just line them up manually. So we'll bring the D over. We'll click and we'll bring the I over and we'll just center that. There, and then we can grab the C and bring that over and then line that up. And you can see that's lined up much better than trying to use the alignment tools because they're all kind of different sizes. So just going to go ahead and delete that. We'll go back to our original one here. Now what we want to do is we want to get a box. We'll draw a box here to cover that middle letter. And now what we want to do is make two copies of this box. So the way you can copy it is you can do Command C to copy, or you can come over to Edit and do Edit Copy and then click off of it. We're going to press Command V to paste it and we'll change the color of that one. We'll press Command V to paste another copy, change the color of that one. So now you can see we have 3 rectangles and we have 3 letters. So I'm going to turn off 2 of the rectangles. I'm going to turn off 2 of the letters. So on this one we want to keep the A. So I'm going to click the rectangle and make it big enough to cover those 2 letters. And then I'm going to hold Shift and select both items. I'm going to come up here to my Pathfinder tools and click Subtract to get rid of those 2 letters. Then I'm going to turn the A off. I'm going to turn on my next rectangle, turn on my next letter. This one we want to keep the C. So I'm going to grab my rectangle. I'm going to drag it over here to cover these 2 letters. Hold Shift, click and select both of those. Come up here to Pathfinder, click Subtract to get rid of those 2. I'm going to turn that C off for just a second and turn on my last rectangle and turn on my last letter. Now this one we want to save the middle letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and I'm going to hold Option, click, drag, and I'm going to hold the Shift key as well to drag in a straight line. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to click, Shift and drag that in a straight line to drag that over here. Select both of those squares. We're going to weld those together with the add button. Then shift click on the letter to select both of those, and we're going to do subtract to knock those two ends out. Now we can turn on our other two letters, and you can see we have our monogram all done. It's all lined up. Everything's the same size, and everything is where it's supposed to be. We've already done the sizing. We've already done the alignment, so everything lines up perfect. Now what we need to do is select those letters, come back up to the Pathfinder tool, and we'll click Add to weld all that together. And now we have our monogram. Okay, so I'm going to show you one other way to do this that's a little bit faster way to do it in Affinity Designer. So I'm just going to make this a little smaller for now, put it over there, and I'm going to bring back my copy that I made. I'm going to make that bigger. I'm just going to change the color of this so we don't get it confused with what we're working on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off two of these letters so I have my A. Now I'm going to select my A, and this time we're going to go to the Pathfinder boxes up here at the top of the screen, and you'll see this one is lit up, the divide button. So we're going to click divide, and you're going to see that it separates all the parts of the letter, and it even separates the inside parts. So since we want to keep this A, let's just drag and select all of that and delete it. Now we need to knock this part of the A back out, so just click and drag that. We're going to come back to our Pathfinder tools to the very end one, and we're going to click on Combine, and it'll knock that back out. Now we can turn that off. We'll turn on the end, click on it, we'll click Divide, and then we can just click both ends and then delete those. Turn that end off, turn the C on, click on it, click Divide. We want to keep this C, so we just select those two and delete them. Turn our first two letters back on, weld those together, and there we have it. So using the divide and the combine tools is a lot faster than using the boxes, but I just wanted to show you two ways to do that. And let me just show you one more time how to do the combine. You only need to use it if you have letters that have knockouts in them. So if we use like an A and an E and like a P, blow those up, we'll convert that to curves. Then we'll come back up here and ungroup them. We'll change the colors. Well, since we use a capital E, it's not really going to matter. I'm just going to delete that one. So I'm just going to use these two just to kind of go over that again. When you select the letter and you click divide, it's going to ungroup all the pieces. So if you want to save this middle A, you can just click and drag and select those two pieces and hit combine, and it'll bring that knockout back. You can also do it to the rest of the letters. So whichever one you need to keep, you can just combine it back together and then delete the ones you don't need. Same thing for the P, just hit divide. It's going to fill those pieces in. Let's say we want to keep the first one, we'll just click and drag it, hit combine, and it knocks that back out, and we can delete the rest of the stuff we don't need. So I hope that helps and it doesn't make things too confusing. But after you do that a couple of times, you'll get the hang of it. It's really simple, and it's a really quick way to make a monogram. Okay, once we have our monograms made, we can apply them to a lot of different things. So let's say you want to have a monogram that has a background on it. You can just make a circle. I'm going to open my transform palette. I'm going to make sure this link is turned on so that it'll scale it in proportion. I'm just going to make this circle, let's just say 5 inches. I'm going to move it up here. Now I'm going to grab a copy of my monogram. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hold Option, then click and drag to make a copy of it. I'm going to bring this on top of my circle. So I'm going to put it there, bring it on top, using the Move to the Front button. Then I can grab both of these. I can align them, center, and click Done. Okay, now what I want to do is blow this up and align it to the circle. So I'm going to hold Shift, Command, click, and drag. So it drags from the center out. So that looks pretty good. And again, we have this issue with the C because the C is short. It's not round like the A. We can just arrow that over a little bit just to line that up. So that looks pretty good. Once we have that where we want it, we can just click and select both of those. Come up here to our Pathfinder tools. And what we want to do is subtract the letters from the circle. So I'm going to hit subtract. And it knocks that out of the circle so we have a monogram with a background. And I'll spit this one over here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use some of the built-in shapes in Affinity Designer. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go down to the Heart tool. I'm going to click and draw a heart, make that red. And the cool thing about this is you can click this little dot in the middle and you can adjust how you want your heart to look. So I'm just going to bring that up some. I'm going to make this a little bit wider, and I can go back and adjust that if I need to a little bit. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to hold Option, click, Shift, and drag out a copy. And we can grab another copy of our monogram here, line that up. We'll bring that to the front using our Move to Front tool here. And then we can just select both of those, come to our Pathfinder, subtract that to knock that out. If we want to do this type of monogram that has the background, we can do that. We'll just get a copy of that. And we'll scale that up to fit. And we'll bring that in front of the heart. Now we can select both of them and we'll hit subtract again to knock that out. So all the white space is knocked out and the heart and the letters are the same color. Alright, so let's move those. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to my shapes. I'm going to go to this cog tool and I'm going to draw a shape. I'm going to hold Shift and Command as I drag it out from the middle. And now what I want to do is make this into a flower. So I'm going to get my node tool and you can see there's, let me change the color of that. Now you can see there's several little dots here. There's one here in the middle. We can make the middle larger or smaller. So I'm just going to close that up. This one, we can make these longer or shorter. So I'm just going to do them about right there. This one will make these wider or narrower. So I'm just going to move that all the way in. This one will make it rounded. And then this one is going to move the petals closer together like that. So you can move these around different ways to make different shapes. You can bring that in a little more. Now you can make different shapes however you want to do it. I'm just going to make a little flower here. And again, we can use the monogram with the background or the monogram without the background. So I'm just going to use the one with the background here. So I'm going to click on it, hold Option, click, drag to make a copy. I'm going to click the Move to Front tool to bring it to the front. And then you can size this, you know, however big you want it to be. And I think I'm going to leave it kind of small so it looks like the center of the flower. I'm just going to grab both of those. I'm going to come up here and hit subtract and knock that out of the middle of the flower. Alright, so I'm going to scale that down. And I just have one more thing I want to show you. I've got some anchors, so I'm going to get that. I'm going to open that up in Affinity Designer. I'm just going to copy that, close it. I'm going to paste those in here, my document. I'm going to make those bigger and just drag that and make it bigger. So I just want to grab a couple of these to use. So I'm going to grab this blue one. I'm going to grab this pink one. And I'm going to grab this blue one here. I'm just going to delete the rest of these because we don't need them. Alright, let's work with this one first. It already has a hole there for a monogram. So it's going to make that a little bigger. What we can do is we can just make a copy of this. Click, hold Option, click and drag to make a copy. You can center that on there. We'll get the corner if we hold Option, Command, click and drag. It'll drag from the middle. And then we can just put that in there like that. And we can grab both of those and weld those together. So if you have artwork that already has a place for your monogram, it's really simple just to add it in there. Now we have these other anchors. This one here, we'll make that one bigger. We need to add a space in here for our monogram. So what I'm going to do is click on the circle. I'm just going to click right here. I'm going to click, hold Shift, Command, and draw a circle from the middle. About like that. I'm just going to put it where I want it. Maybe make it just a tiny bit smaller. Now what I want to do is weld this to the anchor. So now I'm going to grab both of these and I'm going to weld those together using the Add button. And when I did that, you'll see that my circle went away up here. So it's not really what we want. So let me undo that. Sometimes when you get clip art that's already made, you may need to adjust it a little bit so that it works correctly. So what I'm going to do is click on just the anchor. I'm going to come up here and click on Divide, and that's going to fill that in. Then I'm going to select both of those pieces and I'm going to hit Combine and knock that back out. Now I'm going to grab both pieces, my anchor and my circle. I'm going to hit Weld and now it works. So sometimes you don't know what program these graphics were created in, and sometimes when you weld them or knock stuff out or whatever, it does funky stuff sometimes because it may have been created in a different program that did the knockout a little bit different. So by dividing that and combining them back, then it worked correctly. Now what I'm going to do is grab a copy of my monogram. I'm just going to click on it, hold Option, click and drag, bring that over. I need to bring that to the front, so I'm going to use my Move to Front tool up here. Now I'm going to click, hold Shift, Command, drag from the middle to make that a little bigger. And then I'm just going to use my arrow keys just to line that up where I want it to be. So that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to grab both of those and I'm going to knock this out. If you wanted two color, you can just leave it like that. You can cut the anchor out and then just put your text on top. Or you can grab both pieces and use Subtract to knock that out of there. Alright, so one more. We're going to do this fancy one. So I'm going to click and make this bigger. Now, what we want to do is draw a circle again. Get my circle tool, click, Shift, Command, drag to drag from the center. And I'm going to put that up here where I want it. I think I'm going to make that just a little bit bigger. Okay, so I have a feeling that when we combine these, it's going to do like the other one did and knock all this out. So if we grab all that and we weld that together, yep, see it knocked all that out again. So let's undo that. I want to click on my anchor. I'm going to hit Divide, and then I'm just going to come right back over here and hit Combine and combine all that back together. Now I'm going to add my circle, and now that worked perfectly. So now what we have left to do is to grab a copy of our monogram. So I'm going to Option, click, drag, line that up, bring that to the front. I want to make that just a little bit bigger by click, hold Shift and Command and drag it. So that looks pretty good. And again, like I said, if you want this to be two colors, you can leave it like that. So you can cut the anchor out and then just lay this text on top of it. Or you can select them both and then knock that out using Subtract. But I'm just going to leave that one with the color text on there. So I guess that's about it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you click the little bell icon and turn on notifications so you'll know when I upload new videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.